doubt, Noah is the most famous sailor in history. He and his boat have been used in a lot of different ways to tell a lot of different stories. But Noah isn't the only flood hero we can choose from. Many different flood legends have been discovered with many different characters. They were famous in their day too, long before the Genesis account was even written down. A lot of these stories sound familiar. In fact, there's so many similarities, you might think they're describing the same event. And that may be. But written accounts can never prove the flood actually happened. To be really convincing, we need something a little more concrete.
Hey, up here! The best kind of evidence comes from places like this, the rocks. The most important rocks are ones like these. They're called sedimentary or stratified rocks. Strata for short.
You always find strata in layers like you see here, all different. Different colors, different texture. Some came from different places. These differences give us a kind of picture of the past. Going up a stack of sediments like this is kind of like turning the pages of a history book. Of course, the language takes a little bit of getting used to. For instance, here we have some sandstone. Now we know that sandstone is made when sand is cemented together with minerals or pressure. Now, this next layer, just below the sandstone, is shale. It's usually formed on a lake bottom or off a coastline somewhere. A lot different than the sandstone layer above. In order to get these very different rock layers together like they are here, some big changes had to take place. Shale is made of very fine sediments that settle out in quiet water. Sandstone, on the other hand, is coarse and granular and could come from a number of places, like a desert, for instance. So maybe in this place was once a quiet lake, and later perhaps a dry, sandy plain.
Every one of these layers tells a story just like that. We can find deserts, oceans, volcanoes, their time and place all faithfully recorded. With such a trusty accounting system, there's no way a big event like Noah's flood could happen without leaving its mark, here, in the rocks. Especially when you consider how the record was made in the first place.